Thank you for joining me reading Granddaddy's Bible. This is chapter 12, 13, and probably 14 in Numbers. Mary and Aaron murmur against Moses, whom God praiseth above other prophets. Mary being struck with leprosy, Aaron confesseth his fault. Moses prayeth for her, and after 7 days' separation from the camp, she is restored. And Mary and Aaron spoke against Moses because of his wife, the Ethiopian. And they said, Hath the Lord spoken by Moses only? Hath he not also spoken to us? In like manner, and when the Lord heard this, for Moses was a man exceeding meek above all men that dwell upon the earth, immediately he spoke to him and to Aaron and Mary, Come out, you three, only to the tabernacle of the covenant. And when they were come out, the Lord came down in a pillar of the cloud, and stood in the entry of the tabernacle, calling to Aaron and Mary. And when they were come, he said to them, Hear my words. If there be among you a prophet of the Lord, I will appear to him in a vision, or I will speak to him in a dream. But it is not so with my servant Moses, who is most faithful in all my house. For I speak to him mouth to mouth and plainly, and not by riddles and figures doth he see the Lord. When then were you not afraid to speak ill of my servant Moses? Why then were you not afraid to speak ill of my servant Moses? And being angry with them, he went away. The cloud also that was over the tabernacle departed. And behold, Mary appeared white as snow, with a leprosy. And when Aaron had looked on her, and saw her all covered with leprosy, he said to Moses, I beseech thee, my Lord, lay not upon us this sin, which we have foolishly committed. Let her not be as one dead, and as an abortive, that is cast forth from the mother's womb. Lo, now 1/2 of her flesh is consumed with leprosy. And Moses cried to the Lord, saying, O God, I beseech thee, heal her. And the Lord answered him, If her father had spitten upon her face, ought she not to have been ashamed for 7 days at least? Let her be separated 7 days without the camp, and afterward she shall be called again. Mary therefore was put out of the camp 7 days, and the people moved not from that place until Mary was called again. Chapter 13. The 12 spies are sent to view the land. The relation they make of it. And the people marched from Hazeroth, and pitched their tents in the desert of Paran. And there the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send men to view the land of Canaan, which I will give to the children of Israel, one of every tribe of the rulers. Moses did what the Lord had commanded, sending from the desert of Paran principal men, whose names are these: of the tribe of Reuben, Samuel, the son of Zechor; of the tribe of Simeon, Saphat, the son of Huri; of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh; of the tribe of Issachar, Igal, the son of Joseph; of the tribe of Ephraim, Osi, the son of Nun; of the tribe of Benjamin, Phalti, the son of Raphu; of the tribe of Zebulun, Gideel, the son of Zodi; of the tribe of Joseph, of the scepter of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Susi; of the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gamali; of the tribe of Aser, Stur, the son of Michael; of the tribe of Naphtali, of the tribe of Naphtali, Nahabi, the son of Vapsi; of the tribe of Gad, Guel, the son of Maki. These are the names of the men, women whom Moses sent to view the land. And he called Osi, the son of Nun, Joshua, or Hosu, And Moses sent them to view the land of Canaan, and said to them, Go you up by the south side, and when you shall come to the mountains, view the land of what sort it is, and the people that are the inhabitants thereof, whether they be strong or weak, few in number or many. The land itself, whether it be good or bad. What manner of cities, walled or without walls, the ground fat or barren, woody or without trees. Be of good courage, and bring us of the fruits of the land. Now it was the time when the first ripe grapes are fit to be eaten, and when they were gone up, they viewed the land from the desert of Sin unto Rehob, as you enter into Emath. And they went up in the south side, and came to Hebron, where were Achiman and Sisai and Thalmai, the sons of Enak. For Hebron was built 7 years before Tanis, the city of Egypt. And going forward, as the torrent of the cluster of grapes, they cut off a branch with its cluster of grapes, which 2 men carried upon a lever. They took also of the pomegranates and of the figs of that place, which was called Nehelisco, that is to say, the torrent of the cluster of grapes, because from thence the children of Israel had carried a cluster of grapes. And they that went to spy out the land returned after 40 days, having gone round all the country, and came to Moses and Aaron and to all the assembly of the children of Israel, to the desert of Paran, which is in Kadesh. And speaking to them and to all the multitude, they showed them the fruits of the land. And they related and said, We came into the land which thou sentest us, which in very deed floweth with milk and honey, as may be known by these fruits. But it hath very strong inhabitants, and the cities are great and walled. We saw there the race of Enak. Amalek dwelleth in the south, the Hethite, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite in the mountains, but the Canaanite abideth by the sea and near the streams of the Jordan. In the meantime Caleb, to still the murmuring of the people that rose against Moses, said, Let us go up and possess the land, for we shall be able to conquer it. But the others that had been with him said, No, we are not able to go up to this people, because they are stronger than we. And they spoke ill of the land which they had viewed before the children of Israel, saying, The land which we have viewed devoureth its inhabitants. The people that we beheld are of a tall stature. There we saw certain monsters of the sons of Enak, of the giant kind, in comparison of whom we seemed like locusts. Chapter 14. The people murmur. God threateneth to destroy them. He is appeased by Moses, yet as so to exclude the murmurers from entering the promised land. The authors of the sedition are struck dead. The rest, going to fight against the will of God, are beaten. Therefore the whole multitude, crying, wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron, saying, Would God that we had died in Egypt? And would God we may die in this vast wilderness? And that the Lord may not bring us into this land, lest we fall by the sword, and our wives and children be led away captives? Is it not better to return to Egypt? And they said one to another, Let us appoint a captain, and let us return into Egypt. And when Moses and Aaron heard this, they fell down flat upon the ground before the multitude of the children of Israel. But Hosu, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephone, who themselves also had viewed the land, rent their garments, and said to all the multitude of the children of Israel, The land which we have gone round is very good. If the Lord be favorable, he will bring us into it, and give us a land flowing with milk and honey. Be not rebellious against the Lord, and fear ye not the people of this land. For we are able to eat them up as bread. All aid is gone from them. The Lord is with us, fear ye not. And when all the multitude cried out, and would have stoned them, the glory of the Lord appeared over the tabernacle of the covenant to all the children of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, How long will this people detract me? How long will they not believe me for all the signs that I have brought before them? I will strike them therefore with pestilence, and will consume them. But thee I will make a ruler over a great nation, and a mightier than this is. And Moses said to the Lord, that the Egyptians, from the midst of whom thou hast brought forth this people, and the inhabitants of this land, who have heard that thou, O Lord, art among the people, and art seen face to face, and thy cloud protecteth them, and thou goest before them in a pillar of a cloud by day, and in a pillar of fire by night, may hear that thou hast killed so great a multitude as it were one man, and may say, He could not bring the people into the land for which he had sworn. Therefore did he kill them in the wilderness. Let then the strength of the Lord be magnified, as thou hast sworn, saying, The Lord is patient and full of mercy, taking away iniquity and wickedness, and leaving no man clear, who visitest the sins of the father upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Forgive, I beseech thee, the sins of this people according to the greatness of thy mercy, as thou hast been merciful to them from their going out of Egypt unto this place. And the Lord said, I have forgiven according to thy word, as I live, and as the whole earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord. But yet all the men that have seen my majesty, and the signs that I have done in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now 10 times, and may not have obeyed my voice, and have not obeyed my voice, shall not see the land for which I swore to their fathers, neither shall any of them that hath detracted me behold it. My servant Caleb, who, being full of another spirit, hath followed me, I will bring into this land which he hath gone round, and his seed shall possess it. For the Amalekite and the Canaanite dwell in the valleys. Tomorrow remove the camp, and return to the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, How long doth this wicked multitude murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Say therefore to them, As I live, saith the Lord, according as you have spoken in my hearing, so will I do to you. In the wilderness shall your carcasses lie, all that you were numbered from 20 years old and upward, and have murmured against me, shall not enter into the land over which I lifted up my hand to make you dwell therein, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. But your children, of whom you said, They should be a prey to the enemies, I will bring in, that they may see the land which you have despised. Your carcasses shall lie in the wilderness. Your children shall wander in the desert 40 years, and shall bear your fornication, until the carcasses of their fathers be consumed in the desert. According to the number of the 40 days wherein you view the land, a year shall be counted for a day, and 40 years you shall receive iniquities, and shall know my revenge. For as I have spoken, so I will do to all this wicked multitude that hath risen up together against me. In this wilderness shall it faint away and die. Therefore all the men whom Moses had sent to view the land, and who at their return had made the whole multitude to murmur against him, speaking ill of the land, that it was not, died and were struck in the sight of the Lord. But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh lived, all of them that had gone to view the land. And Moses spoke all the words to all the children of Israel, and the people mourned exceedingly. And behold, rising up very early in the morning, they went up to the top of the mountain, and said, We are ready to go up to the place of which the Lord hath spoken, for we have sinned. And Moses said to them, Why transgress you the word of the Lord, which shall not succeed prosperously with you? Go not up, for the Lord is not with you, lest you fall before your enemies. The Amalekite and the Canaanite are before you, and by their sword you shall fall. Because you would not consent to the Lord, neither will the Lord be with you. But they, being blinded, went up to the top of the mountain. But the ark of the testament of the Lord and Moses departed not from the camp. And the Amalekite came down, and the Canaanite that dwelt in the mountain, and smiting and slaying them, pursued them as far as Hormah. This concludes our reading today. Have a blessed day and a wonderful week ahead.